Hi, Floppycatters. This is my parents' cat, Murphy. We are at my parents' house. And that's my cat, Charlie, who is visiting for the first time in several years over here. There's Caymus, my parents' other cat. And then my cat, Trigg, is that silhouette that you can see under the bed. I'm hoping that he'll come out. But it's been a while since my cats have been at my parents' house. Well, what do you think about this craziness? But what's this crazy? This is crazy. Why you bring him over here? Why you bring him over here? I don't know. I know. Let's see what Charlie's doing. Char. So they're 5 years apart. Caymus and Murphy are 15. My cats are 10 years old. Caymus and Murphy will be 16 in August. My cats will be 11, July and August. Hi. Say hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I get your face. Let's see where he goes. I've got a bag in my hand because I need to scoop their litter boxes. But nobody will be pooping for a while because everyone's way too entertained right now. What do you think, Bobo? Oh, that's what I call Murphy, but I mean Charlie. Char, you gonna go this way? What are you guys up to? Ooh, what's that one, Bobo? Oh, man. That's what I call Murphy. I've been doing this for the last 2 weeks, calling them the wrong names. Done a really great job about that. Bo, Charlie, whenever he sees Caymus and Murphy for the first time after a while, he can kind of be a DICK to them. So I just have to watch him a little bit. So yeah, Murphy got out of the way. I know, Bo. It's so rude that she does that. She just brings him over, doesn't ask my permission. I know, it's rude. Where did he go? Where'd he go, Bo? I don't know if I'll see Trigg for a while. Get out from under the bed. Where'd Charlie go? Where'd Charlie go? There he is. So what are you guys up to on this? My parents, Blake, but they're coming home tonight or something. But I would entertain all 4 cats since we didn't go to the lake with this little trip. Web's just like a little bully. So it's funny because Charlie looks like he's like twice the size of Murphy, but Murphy I think is like 9 pounds and Charlie is not 20 pounds. How much do you weigh? 12. He weighs 12 pounds, but he varies between 12 and 13 depending on the season. But his fur sticks out so much. Like this is his body right here, so he's about as thin as Murphy. But Murphy has renal disease, so Murphy's even thinner than his normal self. This is good. This is the litter box area, so that could be problematic. Sorry, I as I said, I have a bag. I'm gonna make sure he didn't pee over the side because he's pretty good about that. Sorry, guys. So my parents have high spraying cats, and so they go into the litter box, but then sometimes go over the edge, and then you have to clean up the floor. So I was just making sure it stayed down. Okay, I think he's done. Good job, Bobo. And that helped me not have to clean up later. Let's see what Charlie does. Oh, okay, you're done in theirs. Eva asked, what comb do you use on your cats? So I actually don't brush my cats regularly. This is my cat, Charlie. My cats hate to be groomed, like hate it. I do use an eco groomer that I have featured on the website under cat products. I'll be surprised if Charlie goes to the bathroom, only because he's just gotten here. But my parents' cats love to be groomed. So this is Murphy, in case you've just joined. And that he's one of my parents' cats, and I was trying to look for, where did I put that, Bobo? I literally just use a comb that my mom has, like for her own hair. I use that on Caymus and Murphy. And then on their paws, I've been using, because both of my parents' cats have renal disease, so they're not cleaning themselves as often. So on their paws, I've been using a flea comb just to get those like tiny little hairs. See what Charlie's doing. You done smelling and stuff? Mm-hmm. So this is my parents' setup. We're still having problems with it, but they've got a little cat door there because they have a 3-year-old German Shepherd. So this door is usually closed, and then the cats go through the cat door there. And there's a nightlight on inside, which we've recently done because of their age. And then these are their litter boxes, which I just came over, so I need to scoop those. But that's how they avoid dog eating poop. Hi. What are you doing? Should we go find Caymus? Okay, what comb? Okay, no more questions so far. What's everybody doing for Father's Day? Oh, Caymus. Caymus is gone. Where did he go? There he is. Hi. What are you doing? You checking out your new friend? Are you checking out your new friend? Who's your friend under there? Should we take a look? Oh, I lost my balance, people. Sorry. Somebody asked, what do you feed them for their renal disease? So this is my cat Trigg that's scared to come out from under the bed because he hasn't been here for maybe 5 years. Well, ideally you want to feed them like a low phosphorus food and all that kind of stuff. But, ideally I want to do a lot of things. I want to not eat Twinkies and not eat cake, but I do. So right now we're just focusing on getting them to eat at all, which sometimes can be a challenge. So I'm just giving them as much wet food as they want. And then also we've had to start giving them dry food just to get them to eat. So there are renal diets out there, made by Royal Canin, if I've pronounced that correctly, Hills, whoever else makes renal, maybe, whatchamacallit, Purina, I think, might make one. So, you are so funny. You waiting for Chiggy to come out from under your bed? Why is he under your bed? Why is he under your bed? Nui, go get him. Why is he under your bed? What's he do, Nui? What's he do? What's he do? Hi, baby. You doing okay today? Hi. All right, maybe we should go find Charlie. I saw you try to pee over the side of the litter box. I know. I gotta let these folks know who's in charge. This is my house. So Caymus, Murphy, Charlie, and Trigg met each other when Charlie was 3 months old, and Trigg came a month later at 2.5 months. So this is almost 11 years of knowing each other. So it makes it really easy to reintroduce them quickly. But I always monitor the interactions when they're reintroduced. I'm trying to get them both in the frame. Just to make sure that there are no cat fights or anything. And there's never really been a cat fight. There's just like hissing or growling or swatting. But as far as like a cat fight, no. Yes. Sandy Brown said we had to inject my cat's neck 60 cc fluids every day. Yes, I did that with my Rags, and we're doing that now with Caymus and Murphy. And it sucks. We have Isabella, unruly canine, and she only likes dry food. I have tried her whole life to get her to eat wet food. Yeah, Karen, getting them off of dry food is a very difficult thing. And unfortunately reminds me of why I got them off of dry food to begin with, is kidneys. Monica, absolutely. My cats, yeah, Linda, my parents' cats have been in early stage renal disease for a long time, and I have not shared with all of you guys, but on June 5th, Caymus's kidney levels were very, very high. It was very unfavorable. We've had a very rough couple weeks with him, but as you guys can see, he's okay now. He had sub-Q fluids, which was under the skin, and then he had intravenous fluids, where he was at the vet, basically getting dialysis, and now we're back to sub-Q fluids, but he's on them every day, and I don't know what his prognosis is, but he's doing so much better than he was that I feel a little more confident talking about it. And yes, Sandy, giving fluids does prolong life, and it helps them feel more comfortable as far as like hydration and stuff like that. So I'm all for it, but it's definitely a lot. So Monica asks, when the cats have not seen each other for a long time, do they remember each other's scent? Yes, absolutely. I mean, I just threw my cats into my parents' house, and there's no growling. I think Charlie hissed at them, but Murphy and Caymus didn't. He really is fascinated with Trigg underneath the bed. That's great. I brought Charlie and Trigg over here to give Caymus and Murphy a little entertainment. It looks like it's working. But when I've been with Caymus and Murphy, or even when I've been with my mom, because Charlie and Trigg spent 2 weeks with my mom, they will not, Charlie and Trigg, when I come home, will not stop smelling me because they can smell Caymus and Murphy on me. So, Caymus and Murphy, though, don't do the opposite, or vice versa, where they smell me a lot. For Charlie and Trigg, they just don't really seem to care as much. Or maybe that's just what I always smell like, is Charlie and Trigg, so it's not that big of a deal, whereas I don't always smell like Caymus and Murphy when I come home. Well, hello and welcome back. There is dry food in there, as well as a couple things of wet food, and now Charlie's gonna smell Murphy. And Charlie says, "Are you being nice? You gotta be nice. You gotta be nice. Jeez." You think, Bo, this is our lineup, people. Wet food, water, dry food. And this is to get kidney cats to eat. I know, Bobo. Freaking kidney cats. What do you think, Nui? Are you a kidney cat? That's why his leg is shaved. It's from those intravenous fluids that he got. Bobo. Sandy, yes, that's funny that if your cat goes outside and comes back in, the other two has said him. So Caymus and Murphy were the first two cats that we had together. I was raised with a single cat, so I didn't know a lot about cat-to-cat interaction until we got Caymus and Murphy, and my cat Rags, who's the profile photo of Floppycats, he lived with them for a little while, and he... You guys like the rubber duckies? Those are for my nieces and nephews, or my parents' grandkids. Anyway, that's when I started noticing cat to cat interaction. So Caymus and Murphy are pretty good cat to cat interaction. They like to, they don't hiss and growl at each other. If that one's been at the vet all day and the other one hasn't, they're pretty good about it. Whereas my cat's, Charlie is my dominant cat, so he'll hiss at Trigg if Trigg's been gone all day to a dental. If Trigg hasn't been, if Trigg's just gone to an appointment, then he's only been gone for like an hour or something, and then Charlie doesn't hiss at him at all because I don't think his coat smells too much like the cat clinic. But if he's gone all day for a dental, then yes, he will. Hold on, guys. Light's not turning on because I don't know the lock. If Trigg's gone all day for a dental, then Charlie hisses and growls and swats. So sometimes I'll like take off my t-shirt or my t-shirt that I wore last night to sleep in, and I'll rub it all over Trigg. So you turn it inside out so it has your body oils on it, and then you rub it all over Trigg. So then all of a sudden Trigg smells like Casey Cat Clinic plus me, and then Charlie's confused and like, well, okay, you smell weird, but not that I'm going to hiss at you. Linda said, I went through that. I'm sure you're talking about fluids and it's not fun. No, it's sure not. I went through it with my rags, and I can tell you that I have like post-traumatic stress disorder about it. Sandy. So Charlie is almost 11, and are you being nice? Look how Bo responded to you. This is that box that a reader told me about. I brought it over for Caymus and Murphy. So they've been sitting in it and liking it. So Caymus and Murphy are almost 16, and my cats are almost 11. What do you think? What do you think about this? Think about this. So we actually hang the fluids from this chandelier, and then I hold Caymus there to give him the fluids. Yeah, is that what we've been doing? We've been hanging out on a daily basis. Everybody's been getting more Caymus photos, and they don't know why. Caymus. Nui, what do you want for dinner? I know you're probably not going to eat until I take Charlie and Trigg home. What do you want for dinner, Noonie? What do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner? I mowed my lawn before this, so I smell like gasoline. That's why I'm sure he's like, don't touch my head, gross. I don't want to clean that off later. All right, guys, no more questions, and I guess I'll just go scoop litter boxes. Let's see what happens with Caymus and Charlie right now, if anything. Charlie's going upstairs. Hey, Caymus. Hi. You can go up there all the ways? He did. My mom has the doors closed up here so that the cats won't get cat fur all over the spreads. So, doofus. I gotta figure this one out. Make sure that this doesn't cause a problem. Usually Caymus doesn't challenge Charlie. Oh, that... No! I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. You knew that it was happening before I did. You knew it was happening before I did. I'm sorry, baby. Why are you a dick? Dude, don't be a dick. But it's funny, like one thing I've learned about cat-to-cat interaction, look at him, he's so proud of himself, he chased him away. One thing I've learned about cat-to-cat interaction is that I overreact to what they do more than they do, if that makes sense. Careful. No claws on those stairs. Whereas, Caymus obviously ran away from it because he knew that Charlie was going after him, but he's not bothered so much that he ran. So it's interesting how, Bub, why are you going crazy on the stairs? You're doing crazy things. No claws. Yeah, Christy, I totally get it. I think if I had been raised with multiple cats in a house, then I would have been better at understanding it and not getting so scared. But I've witnessed a few dog fights in my life, and I really, really don't want to. No, you are not going to chase my Caymus. You are having fun. No. You hiss at me. That's fine. Be nice. Do not chase Caymus. I'm going to get Caymus down, and then you can come down the stairs. Okay. It's okay now. But you're not going to chase Caymus. It's okay. Caymus left. Charlie is the dominant cat in my household. And so when we're with Caymus and Murphy, I don't allow him to be in charge. And he really gets upset with me because of it. I know. That was rude. Who chases old kitties downstairs? Caymus. Hi, beautiful boys. Let's see, thanks for the entertainment. Can you take him home now? Especially the feisty one. Okay, let's see if Trigg is still under the bed. I bet he is. Yep. Are you gonna come out from under theirs? You are always under theirs. Che. All right, guys. Well, let's see Caymus one more time. And then I'm going to go. I got to scoop litter boxes and change food out. Oh, Feisty's over here doing his thing again. What are you doing? You decided to be less of a jerk? I see that tail is still in jerk mode. You going to be nice? Caymus. Yeah? Let's see how close I can get. This is why I have to monitor them for the first couple hours that I put them back together. Sounds like I'm talking about Humpty Dumpty. So no, that was a good choice. He's decided to put himself somewhere relatively safe. Not that the fireplace is safe, but he's chosen a corner. He's left Caymus alone. He's not provoking him. Diane, yes, I love Caymus and Murphy. Caymus and Murphy both have really long tails, which is cool. Hi, babies. Hi. Everybody's talking about your tails. Yes, a high long tail. Yeah, Caymus and Murphy have great tail length. Charlie and Trigg, not so much. My vet actually said that Trigg kind of missed out in the tail department. And Trigg is a little bit overweight. So every time we come to the vet and she tells me that he's overweight, I tell her it's emotional eating from her comment about his tail not being long enough. Sandy Brown said you can tell a lot with their tail, and I agree. Charlie, though, is the most tail active cat I've ever had. He's always flicking it, even when you think he's like totally at peace. So I don't know. Yes, Charlie acts like he lives everywhere he goes. Jenna, yes, Caymus is hands down the sweetest animal I have ever known in my entire life. He would not hurt a fly. And the only time he's hissed and growled is to a German Shepherd that's provoking him. So he is, literally, even now, when he's, pretty sick with renal disease, I would leave him in a room with a baby because I know he's not going to hurt it. He's pretty amazing, actually. Oh, Caymus is going back up the stairs. I wanted Caymus's cortisol level to be raised a little bit to see if it would. This is an experiment, and maybe it's a bad one. But my cats, when their cortisol levels are raised from like an adrenaline situation like this, they'll eat a lot better. So I thought it was worth the experiment to see if Caymus and Murphy would be interested. Sorry, in eating. As I said, I mowed my lawn before this. I need to probably get some water. Nui. So for those of you that weren't watching, this is where Charlie just rolled around like 1,000 times. The only thing with Caymus and Murphy is that they are notorious for peeing outside of the litter box. Oh, good. I kind of freaked out for a second because I thought that was Charlie. Oh, no. Nui, you got Charlie fur in your face? Come here, baby. I got it. There you go. Charlie must have left some fur there. Nui, you don't need to waste saliva on fur right now. It's like precious commodity in a kidney cat. Whoa. Charlie went kind of crazy on those stairs, Bobo. Did you see him? Kind of went crazy. Look at Charlie down there, still by the fireplace. What do you think? Why'd he go crazy up here, Nunu? This is literally I wouldn't say the most activity we've had because I will be publishing a video soon of Murphy, Caymus, and I in my parents' garage that I took this morning, explaining the kidney disease situation. And what was I going to say? In other words, we've been doing a lot of exploring. We've been in the storage room downstairs. We've been out in the garage. We've been on the patio, which is where they should not be going because they don't have flea control. This is my new. Did you decide to sleep right there, Nui? So handsome, Nui. That's my handsome Nui. So this is funny. I have different names for every cat that I love. And so Caymus is Nui, Kike Nguyen. But when I say Kike Nguyen, I have a whole song that I do. And it goes a little something like this. A Kike Nguyen, Kike Nguyen, Kike Nguyen, and a Kike Nguyen, Kike Nguyen, Kike Nguyen. So I typically do it out of excitement and seeing him. And my cat's, hi, why is she saying a Kike Nguyen song? Is it Sasa Bowen, Sasa Bowen? I have the same song for Murphy, who I call Bo. But we say Sasa Bowen, and I don't really know where these things originate. I just say them. So when I'm around Caymus and I'm excited about him, or he saunters into a room, because that's how Caymus, he's either waddling or sauntering, I will go, and so if my sister FaceTimes me and she's with Caymus or something like that, then I'll say it. And I realize that my cats come running when I say it because they think that Caymus is around or Caymus has come to our house because I have brought Caymus to our house a lot of. So they It's funny now, like they come running when I say it at home, and I've realized that, like, if I need to get them for some reason, I'll say it, but they're only coming because I think Caymus is around. All right, somebody said outside the litter box, beside it, or elsewhere in the house. So, Destin, my parents' cats like to pee completely outside of the litter box, like not even where the litter box is located. And I was making sure Charlie's not coming up. Okay, if you come up, you cannot be a jerk. And so this one in particular, really, it's an interesting thing. Do not be a jerk. 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 I feel like I'm bringing that energy that he's going to be a jerk. So when Murphy and Caymus first came home in 2004, we had 2 dogs, and I lived at home at that time. And dogs obviously kept neighborhood cats away from the house. This isn't the house that they were like born into or whatever. So then when those dogs died and there wasn't like the protective barrier outside and cats started peeing outside, then he started peeing outside, or he started marking the walls. So he likes to do exterior walls. And my parents have a place 3 hours south from here at a lake, and Murphy likes to pee on the walls there if there isn't a dog around. So in the time frame that my parents lost their German Shepherd Napa until they got Parker was about a year, and Murphy sprayed the walls and whatnot there. They also pee on the beds. I mean, it's kind of a nightmare for my mom. Now, though, they're not doing that at all. Hopefully this won't cause any peeing problems. My cats have never caused peeing problems with Caymus and Murphy because Caymus and Murphy met them as kittens. But it does cause, but like when Amy brought over full-grown Ash and Addie, Murphy peed. So I know that Murphy needs to be introduced to a cat as a kitten. So Caymus and Murphy stand to pee. And you all worn out, baby boo. Say that's enough. Take them home. Take them home. Who came into your house? You never come up here. I know. So why is she talking to him and not me? So earlier on in this video, I held Murphy's tail down. So literally, like, they raise it like that, like he just did as I touched. They have like this elevator butt that they do. So if you touch them on the back, they like raise their back end. But they do that in the litter box now too. They used to squat and pee, but now they literally just like go into the litter box, stand and pee. And so they'll be in the litter box, but then the pee goes over the side and therefore goes onto the floor. Jenna said B12 injections or prescription vitamins, amino, B and K really helped my renal guy eat more. Okay. I will add, B12, we're doing 3 times a week, in the fluids, but I need to ask about prescription vitamins, aminos. Jenna, if you're still watching, would you be willing to send me an email about that? Jenny at floppycats.com, JENNY, and just let me know what the prescription vitamin, amino acid, B and K was, so I can ask my vet. Yes, Rosemary, I mean, part of this experiment was not only to see if I could get Caymus and Murphy to eat more, which I suspect will happen after I take my cats home, but also because I really like watching cats. No. Dustin said, my cats hear you. Honey is all over my phone trying to figure you out. Oh, yeah. Okay, Jenna, I have done the acupuncture with the B12. Did you see how Caymus just crossed his paws? Oh my God, he kills me. We tried that. What's it called? Like acupressure or something, where they put the B12 in the acupressure points. It didn't seem as effective as regular acupuncture, but we'll see. I'm going to a new acupuncturist on Wednesday because the one that we used to use retired. So we'll see what happens there. Dustin asked, so it's just a response to strange cats. With Murphy, it seems to be when I think you're talking about him spraying walls and stuff. But we're talking about you and your wacky penis. Yeah, it seems that it's when it's a smell. If you watch like Jackson Galaxy, he talks about how when cats smell their own urine, even though it's really offensive to us, it's very pleasant to them. Like it makes them feel safe, makes them feel like that's their house, their surroundings and whatnot. So Murphy's not trying to like make my parents' lives miserable. He's trying to feel protected and safe in his own house. And my cats have, knock wood, have never peed or sprayed or anything other than in the litter box. And I really think it's because as kittens, they came home and my cat already smelled like Caymus or my house already smelled like Caymus and Murphy and Rags. And then all the outdoor cats that live in my neighborhood. So they didn't have like really much of a choice but to be used to other cat smells. You be nice. Look at him. He's such a bully. You be nice. I knew it. I could tell from Bo's body language. Bo doesn't want to be harassed. Jerk off. Okay. Oh, Jenna, that would be great if you could send me a picture of it to my email. That will help remind me too. I really appreciate it. Karen, yes. Dr. Jean Hovey, who I've interviewed a bunch on the sites, suggested that probiotic. And then I'll go show you what probiotic they get. Sorry to keep the phone down. I just wanted to. This is the probiotic. My mom has instructions for me that I give Caymus and Murphy, and Dr. Jean Hovey said that this was great too. When she suggested that Azadol, is that how you say it, probiotic? It's aquapuncture. It's supposed to last longer. Okay, I'll ask about it. Christy, yes, it's just me and the cats. Well, and any ghost that wants to be here, I suppose. Right, Bobo? Right, Bo? Bo, maybe if she gets off her phone and stops talking to her phone, then you can have some more hungries. Bobo? You want hungries, Bobo? Did you get fluids today, Bobo? He's getting fluids every other day right now. And he got fluids today. It was my first time poking Bobo. My sister has learned how to give fluids in the almost 3 weeks that this has started up, and she doesn't mind needles as much as I do. I really don't like needles for myself, so poking somebody else's skin with a needle isn't really my gig, but I'll do it. So she's gone out of town as well. She's with my parents. Bub, you be nice. I know you want to smell his butt, but you be nice. So I had to retake over the poking of the needle job, and my brother held the cats. So it was my first time poking Bo today, and he did a good job. They're both excellent patients and excellent cats. If this cat goes into renal failure at some point in his life, I have no idea how I'm going to do it because he really hates anything to touch his skin lightly. That is a leaf on his pantaloons, by the way, which I'm probably going to leave there until we get back home. Wub, you're just being a bully. That's a lot of hissing. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay. Was that you being a doucher? Don't be a dick. Look how pissy he is. Bobo, I'm sorry. Bobo. Says, what the heck, man? What the heck? Look at him. Somebody said he just pretends like he's right at home. You proud of yourself? Yeah, don't be a dick. What was that? This is where my parents' dog Parker lays a lot, and all the cats seem to really love wherever the dog lays. Like dirty dog smell could be like a catnip scent. As far as I'm concerned with cats, and I mean, they just love dirty dog smell. Bo, what's he doing? Yeah, I'll put you up here so you can see what he's doing. He's a whack job. Come here, Bo. What do you think? We'll get that kitty? What's the matter with him? Why is he mean? Oh, let's go get Caymus. Caymus! Hi. What are you doing? Hi. How's my Nui? There he is. Hi, sweet boy. Did you go up there and smell? What was up there? Anything? Hi, sweet boy. You want that kitty from under the bed? Get that kitty out from under the bed. Get him out from under the bed, please. Yes. I'm so excited you guys took 2 dumps today. 2 dumps and old kidney cats? That's great. I've been working hard on their dumps, people. I've been giving Caymus and Murphy pumpkin every day, oral syringe in their mouth. I have a video on YouTube about that for Ash's diarrhea. Okay, that was a good choice. And pumpkin works great for constipation and for diarrhea. So what I do is I use canned pumpkin, take like a tablespoon of it, put it in a bowl, add a tiny bit of water, but with Caymus and Murphy, I've actually been adding bone broth because I thought maybe that would help them. And, I mean, they weren't dumping for a while. Christy just put dumps, but like, that's really important to me that they're dumping because I had to give Rags enemas. Love how Caymus is like, is that guy going to come out from under the ears? So then I slowly oral syringe it into their mouth because, cats don't drink like we do. They lap up everything that they drink. So you have to like slowly put it in. I want to watch this interaction. Okay, good choices so far. Great choices. Okay, let's see what happens here. Nobody wants to piss anybody off. Look at, oh, he's so pissy pants. No, you be nice. Yeah, well, you caused that whole interaction because you got too close. And Nui doesn't need that stress right now, so that's my fault. Come here, baby. Let's go right here. Okay, there you go. So I'm very excited about the poops because obviously one thing, our kidney cats have nausea, but they also might not want to eat because they're constipated. I know that when I'm constipated, I don't want to eat. So yeah, I'm very excited about the dumps. But one of the things I wanted to say about the oral syringing is that I shoot the pumpkin and it's like a little bit at a time onto their tongue. Because if you shoot it to the back of their, where did Nui go right there? If you shoot it to their back of their mouth, it could go in their lungs. So you definitely want to shoot on their tongue. Let's see what he's doing. You okay, Nui? I know. Why so rude? Your little fluid pocket isn't as big right now. Where did it all go? Where did your fluid pocket go? Where'd it go, Nui? Elizabeth, that's awesome. I'm glad that you can add pumpkin to your cat's food and they gobble it up. We would not have the same results in this house or at my house because I've tried it. And no worky. All right, Newey. Want to clean your litter box and get you some new food? And take away your new visitors? Say hospitality has expired. I'm ready for you to go. Newey. I always stop and grab the top of their tail and press it a little bit. I don't know who told me, just like literally that's where his tail ends and I just kind of squeeze it. I think because I saw the acupuncturist do it, you know, obviously anywhere that you're going to create blood flow isn't bad. I know, that's your favorite new bowl. Lots of water every day. He's been like pawing at his water bowl. Like he'll paw at it before he eats it or before he drinks from it. Might as well pick these up now. What do you want for dinner? Turkey, chicken, beef. Actually, Caymus vomits from beef, so you can't give him that. Dustin said, I tried oil syringes when Lenny Bruce was sick. It was awful. Felt like I was waterboarding him. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sad. I do it so slowly that it's like Murphy actually doesn't seem to mind it at all, but Caymus is more like, this is awkward. Why are you doing this? But it lasts like 15, 20 seconds, so I'm not going to really worry about it being abusive to them or not. Victoria said, I have a ragdoll named Hoshi, who is 14 months old. She wakes us up in the morning between 4 and 5 a.m. every day since the day we adopted her. Any ideas on how to get this to stop? How to stop this? We're retired. Yes, Victoria. So a cat's pattern, if they're normal and healthy, is that they play or hunt, then they eat, groom, and sleep. So what you want to do before you go to bed is take care of the playing or the hunting portion. Then right before you go to bed, you feed her. So if you're free feeding her right now, or if you're giving her wet food when you wake up in the morning, then those are probably reasons why she's bugging you and getting up in the morning. But if you eliminate that, which might take 2 or 3 days for her to catch on to the whole thing, then it will no longer be an issue. So, for example, if I had that behavior, I would pull dry food until if her diet is dry food, I would pull it and then only put it out at night. And then so she has it, so she's not bothering you. But if she doesn't, basically you just have to do it with all the food. So wear her out, then have her eat, then she'll be grooming, then she'll be sleeping. So whatever you've done now is she's looking to play or she's looking to eat is why she's waking you up at that time. So you have to figure out a different routine from what you're doing so that she'll stop it. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, Dustin said, I'm sure you're not abusive. I just assume you're better at doing it than I am. I actually think I did horribly with my cats at first. And I don't remember who told me the lung thing, but that freaked me out that I could be putting pumpkin in their lungs. So I started just syringing it bit by bit. And maybe I can do another video on how I syringe them now with my sister when she's back in town. Caymus is smelling Charlie. Caymus, you think Charlie came right here? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Summer says, my cat looks just like your cat. I don't know what cat you're talking about, Summer, because I've been following 4 cats around in this live video. if you're talking about this cat, this is Caymus. And then there's Charlie. And Caymus is my parents' cat, and Charlie is my cat. My cats are over visiting my parents' cats, just for a little bit of fun and obviously harassment if you've watched this video. Dustin told Victoria that she got a timed feeder with ice packs so the food stays fresh. A timed feeder with ice packs. Wait, do you have the brand for that? What do you mean? Were you feeding dry food or wet food? I assume wet food if you're having ice packs. Interesting. Summer said that cat. So your cat, Summer, is probably a seal-mitted like Caymus, because when people say my cats look just like Caymus, it usually means they're seal-mitted. I definitely see ragdolls after 12 years of this very differently than other people do. So like if somebody has a seal-mitted with a blaze, which is what Charlie is, they'll tell me, my cat looks just like Charlie. And they send me a picture, and to me, he doesn't look like Charlie at all. But he, like the cat will have the same color pattern, but the nose angle or something else will vary so much that to me, they don't look anything alike. What do you think? All right, Dustin says that it's wet food that she has a timed feeder for. Pam, there's a couple of things on that you could try. So Pam said, mine will only drink from the faucet. Can't get him to drink from a bowl. There are faucet attachments that are motion censored for cats, so that you don't have to be the person that remembers to turn on and off the faucet. So that's an option. There's also, there are also cat water fountains that work well for that sort of thing. And then, what's the last one? Oh, there's a cat water fountain that has like a faucet spout on it that works well for cats that like to drink from the faucet. Dustin, are you in the United States, Dustin? Because you said Catmate C500 feeder. Elizabeth said, I'm so glad they eat pumpkin in their food. And this syringe would be a fight and lots of flying fur and scratches. Yeah. My mom and dad have pretty awesome cats that let you do about anything to them. I mean, the fact that I'm giving them fluids at home. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm wondering if I could give Caymus fluids without a problem. So let me show you guys. This is all of our fluids set up with it. I warm the fluids with this meat thermometer. So let's pretend like this is fluids, or not fluids, sorry, pumpkin. I take this oral syringe, fill it up. This is 3 mils, I think. Yeah. And like this is how slow I go with it. Like that much. And then I pause, wait for them to like regain their stuff, and then I go that much again, pause, that much again, pause. So it's a really slow end of their mouth that I do it. And if I wasn't holding my phone, I would do it. These are all their drugs. Fun. Serenia has been a godsend, though. I have learned to love and appreciate that drug. Bobo? Bo, you ready for your hungries, your nighttime hungries? Okay. Sue wisely says, we have a time feeder too with small amounts of biscuits in it. However, our boy Custard cannot wait for it to open. Can be heard attacking it in the early hours of the morning. My Charlie would totally attack a timed feeder. I mean, he'd have poor Nui always at the water bowl. I'm really hoping that the acupuncturist can help with that. Charlie would be, he would probably grab a hold of that feeder and drag it through the house until it dropped out some dry food for him. All right, guys. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.